Good evening, love, and good evening, light, illuminators and way showers. And thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, my name is Wendy, helping all of us become the best versions of ourselves, sharing my journey, my language of light, my light languages, whether it's through singing, hand signing, guided messages, symbols, all of those things and messages through the oracle. Thank you for being with me today. And as we're ushering in, I've got the Gateway Oracle here, as we're ushering in the new month of June. And I was simply inspired right before getting ready to eat dinner. So, yeah, to vesmos yo voshonati, lazimiasonoti, lajanotu, payanami se, kayata shinuma. It's truly a divine honor and respect and joy to share these messages with all of you. And actually, my husband Dave, he went to grab Chinese, and that's why I have so many fortune cookies, because we love Chinese food, and it's right around the corner. So I thought, well, let me just grab the cards really quick while I'm waiting for him to come back, and see what messages we have for ushering in the month of June 1st, 2024. Liamasava Solte Shiana. Trusting your intuition. My life is truly guided. If we remember that the real control is letting go and understanding that your intuition is all that we need, all that you need, and that your life is truly guided. Trusting your intuition is the key to the doorway to all that you can envision, and becoming that higher version of yourself is by trusting your intuition and knowing that letting go is simply allowing your higher self, who's already got the bigger picture. That's what surrender is. That's what letting go is, knowing you're always guided. That's the key. That's the exciting part. And we are all born with what some people perceive as these extraordinary senses, yet we all contain them within us, within our DNA. And understanding that this is what a conscious spirit is. I'm looking at the conscious spirit cards. This is what a conscious spirit is understanding you carry that intuition with you always, because your higher self is always in communication with you. And the conduit is your imagination. Whatever you follow through with, whatever excites you, and you follow through with that, and by acting on your intuition and following that highest joy and excitement without any hesitation, it's that message to your higher self. This is what I like. Give me more of that. That's what I want. Give me more of that. Showing your higher self, yes, this is what excites me. And even showing our higher selves what we do not prefer is also showing our higher selves what we do prefer. And coming into power, the next card, coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. And I want to say too that when we follow our intuition and it leads us to that next step, even if it doesn't turn out the way we expected, we still are coming into our own power and understanding that that's what gives us the confidence that when we step into our own power and allowing our higher selves to guide us, this is where we gain our confidence, that even if it doesn't turn out the way we expected and we move through it, we learn from something, we stand more confident, we have inner peace. When we're more confident and we've gone through something, and we then have this self-empowered feeling, but it's understanding that your power is peace. Your power is peaceful. So trusting your intuition and coming into your own power. And let's see what the next one is. I'll grab the... Well, here we go. Breaking barriers. Same deck. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. I'm expanding, breaking barriers. So where is it that you can trust your intuition, come into your own power by breaking the barriers? Barriers are just beliefs. And beliefs are just barriers. They're the beliefs that do not are not in harmony with what feels confident and coming into our power. Those are the barriers. The barriers are simply the beliefs. And when we expand our consciousness beyond the limitations, by trusting your highest joy and excitement, this is where we grow. And you see, there's still thorns. There's still thorns. But knowing that you're going to break beyond the thorns, you're going to break through the brush, and coming into your own power by trusting your own intuition. Receive. See, I guess I'm just stuck on this deck now. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. When I very first started connecting with the highest version of myself in that moment, at that time, 2011, it was as if I was literally weeping on the floor. The angels, it was as if I could feel them all around me, holding me, and just telling me that just trust your intuition, keep following your highest joy, and that to remind me I'm always receiving messages from my angels, that there's no way that connection is ever not there. We are always receiving the guidance. Sorry, I took my glasses off. We're always receiving. The shimmering wings of our angels are always embracing us with love. Always. And I think when it comes to my own energy and the things that I want to reflect, portray, is that reminder that we're always receiving information from our angels, our guides, the highest spirit that we are, the first reflections of Source. And as you can see, they're always there. We're always a part of that. And that was the message. The emissaries of the Light Collective, the angelic realms were, this is going to be the key, trusting your intuition for me, and coming into my own power, breaking my own barriers. I've changed many things, many major life changes since that time in my life, many major changes. And even at what felt as the most confusing times, I was still reminded by the angels, the emissaries of the light, that is what I came to do, is to help other people break through those barriers, embrace their own light, come into their own power. This is how humanity ascends. And what can I do? How can by me expressing my light and coming into my own power and breaking through my own barriers can be an illumination for another? And that has always, I think, been my truest sense of wanting to, allowing, as they said to me, the word mahala, which I've said in many of my videos, was the light within you illuminates the light within me, and the light within me illuminates the light within you, and together we illuminate the light in humanity. But they were speaking to me, So I was like in just this weeping sense of love, and it was the most beautiful channeling experience I probably have ever had, because they were saying it to me. The light within you illuminates the light within me, and they were saying that about them, they, and which the emissaries of the light collective. It's as if they were showing me how I am part of this collective consciousness that is to shine the light of my own light, and doing it scared, doing it, none of us knows what we're doing the first time we do anything. And that included me at the time. So knowing that I'm like covered in goosebumps now. And actually it's really cold. If you're not familiar, we're here in we're here in central Alabama, the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, and we're sort of like at the base of a mountain, but at the top of a mountain, but the base of a mountain, and there's this valley, and it's chilly and cold and rainy today. And so I'm like kind of back in my flannel shirt, and so I'm feeling kind of this cozy feeling today, and that's how I was feeling, that feeling of it's gonna be okay, no matter what happens. It was if I was foreseeing some changes but I didn't know what they were, and yet I felt it was going to be the most profound experience of my life, and to just follow, no, regardless of what anybody else in my family, my relationship, to continue to trust my intuition. And it's kind of like that, sort of like that knowing that that there's something that's going to go in a particular direction, and you may be afraid of the barriers, the beliefs that are preventing you from moving in a particular direction, but simply knowing that just you don't have to force it. It will naturally evolve, the more you follow that intuition and your instincts, and knowing that by breaking the barriers, that you are going to come into your own power. And I thought I heard Dave coming. Let's see. One more. Yep, that's him. Guess it's time for dinner, you guys. And these light languages that come through me during these messages and during private sessions. So if you're not familiar with my channel, please visit languagesoflights.com. And the information's in the description. I love doing personal oracle readings, light language activations, personal guidance, and helping you find your higher light, the connections that maybe you don't feel that you have. Direction. And this is the back of the card. The seer. Well, there you go. I am the seer. You are the seer. What did we just say? Seeing. You are the seer. See beyond the current situation. Now, I couldn't have chosen a better card following what I just said. See beyond the current. Hi, Dave. Honey, I'm home. I told everybody you were out getting Chinese, which is where we get all the fortune cookies. I know it seems silly, but I just spontaneously go. We have kind of a big dish of them, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a fortune cookie today. Fortune cookie, seer. Trust your intuition. The seer doesn't need the physical eyes. You need to trust your intuition. And sometimes it is seeing with your physical eyes, but understanding that sometimes when we are looking at something with our physical eyes, we're still not seeing it. The seer sees with their eyes closed. Trusting their intuition and reminding yourself to see, and this is what happened to me. That's what they told me, the angels. Like, basically, see beyond your current situation. Continue to trust your intuition. Continue to follow your highest joy. Continue to follow your excitement, your light, your guidance, regardless of what anybody else says, regardless of what anyone else says. Don't see that. Don't see. That's breaking through the barriers too, is those beliefs that other people are, nobody's imposing you. Okay, remember that too, you guys? Nobody's imposing anything on you. No one is imposing anything on you. They are there for you. They are your guides to show you to see beyond the situation, see beyond your normal, see beyond the circumstance. They are there to help and guide you. Nobody's imposing their will upon you. Always remember that thy will be done as your will be done. So you are the seer. You're always going to be the seer. Sometimes, though, when we don't see the situation with our eyes, we need to see it with our hearts. We need to see it with our intuition. And when we know that we can see something beyond the particular circumstance, and following that path, and knowing that you're receiving the informations from your angels, coming into your own power, breaking those barriers, or sometimes the barriers that are belief systems that others are presenting to you, not imposing. Nobody imposes anything as far as a belief upon you. It's your belief. They're just they're the presenter to you to show you the belief. They're not the barrier. You are. The belief is the barrier. So nobody's imposing their beliefs on you. So if that's what you believe, nobody can impose anything on you. And that means anything. Physical, non-physical, anything. So remember, you're the one that's breaking through the barriers. They're just presenting them to you, but they're just a mirror for your reflection. So, and then we perceive often other people's beliefs as a limitation. I can't do this because they make me feel this way, or they feel this way, or no. And maybe that's what June 1st is all about. The cards are falling all over the floor. Maybe that's what this 1st of June is for us, wherever you are, whether you're going into summer like us, or whether you're going into winter, wherever you are, doesn't matter. The season isn't, I guess I'm just hearing that. The season doesn't matter. So maybe there's somebody out there that's making the season a barrier. I don't know. It's too hot. It's too cold. It's too snowy. It's too wet. It's too what? Maybe that's somebody's saying that in their mind, creating that barrier that's preventing you from coming into your own power, and knowing that you're trusting your intuition and receiving from your angels. You're the seer. And isn't that funny how we seriously just got done saying that about, even though I couldn't see a particular situation the way it was, nobody can see it the way it's going to unfold, but seeing it the way you want it to be is simply the beginning of the manifestation of that. What are you seeing that you're not seeing?
You're so wise.
So Dave just pulled this, and then we're going to go eat while our food's hot. Oh wow! And I just showed this on the back of the card, you guys. The wise owl and the direction. If you're looking for some direction, and Dave and I have been following our highest joy and excitement recently, and we'll be sharing some more stuff with you about choosing directions and sharing directions. Wise one. So there we go. We go from the seer to the wise one. Man or woman, doesn't matter. You are the shaman. You're the wise one. Crow spirit. Look at that. I'm looking at the crow spirit right now. And what is it holding? A pearl. The pearl of wisdom. And look at the pearls. The pearls are along the shawl. The pearls from the feathers. The bird guides. The owl wisdom. The moon wisdom. Look into the eyes of, look at that. That's a knowing. That is a sense of quiet. How do I see? I'm feeling, I hear a sense of quiet wisdom. Quiet. We don't need to be loud. And that goes for me too. The only time we're loud is when we feel we're out of control. When we don't have control, we feel we need to be loud. Power is quiet. The most powerful people I think that we admire are those who have that quiet wisdom. They don't, anybody who needs to force their power upon another person is feeling disempowered.
The lightest touch.
Grow within your current situation. Grow within your current situation. But what was the card before? Seeing beyond the current situation. So we have to be wise enough to grow within the current situation in order to find the new direction and to see the path ahead of us. Now, Basavisimata, and that's what I want to say too about the light languages. It's like all of my, and I'm getting the chills again, it's like all of my guides and ancestors that are sitting here, and your guides and your ancestors and all of that are sharing their wisdom through the light languages as if it's crystallizing within your within your being. The support, the love that's there, the wisdom that's already there that you are always connecting to. Do not let another person define your light, your brilliance, your abilities. Nobody. I'm feeling like this really strong message for someone who's watching this going, you know what? Somebody needs to break out of their barriers here. And I'm feeling it in a big, big way. And even Dave and I, we're breaking out of our own barriers, our own limitations in new ways and trying new things. And once again, not really kind of taking all of the little bits and pieces of what all of our experiences, if you want to call it that, and how do we bring that to move in our highest joy and excitement now?
The slightest movement toward change is a complete and utter change.
Wise one. A wise one. A wise one. Niato vismashiato. Ahina beato goshama te vesa entire. Oh, so I'm getting okay, so 6/1/2024. So we've got 8, 9, 15, which equals 6. So I'm seeing this like double 6. Not sure what that means to anybody. 66, Route 66, a direction, Route 66. You know, it's kind of a thing where I'm seeing that metaphor where, you know, taking journey on Route 66 all the way across like the United States, for example. It's sort of like I'm seeing that like someone's looking to move in a new direction, make a decision. Dave and I have been making decisions for the last few days on a bunch of things, and really it's just trusting our intuition, following our highest joy, knowing that we're going to have everything we need to do, what we need to do, when we need to do it, not having any kind of insistence on where any of this is going to go. For example, oh my God, I'm spending this amount of money and I'm investing this, and Dave brought up this today, where we're investing in ourselves. We're investing in ourselves. Where are you being invited to invest in yourself, but in a fun way, where are you being invited to take a new direction and not being like, oh my God, you know, what if I spend all this money and what if it turns out I hate it? I've said those very same words the last few. I'm like, what if we do this thing and it turns out we hate it? And what's
if it's in alignment with your excitement, it's part of the kit.
It's part of the package.
And that's also the path of least resistance to the thing that
following your intuition
is going to serve you and be your most excitement. So, you know, nobody likes to hear they are always chasing after the carrot. But you're always chasing after the carrot. And if you're resistant to that, you're not going to go the right direction, but you think you're chasing the carrot, But when you release that resistance, the carrot takes you to where you want to go. You're never going to get the carrot. You think you want the carrot, but you're never getting the carrot.
The funny thing is, we never know what the carrot actually is until it's always changing. So, and that's the fun part about it, is being okay with the carrot changing.
How exciting!
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I think that's a great message for today for all of us. I'm really excited. So, thank you once again for being with me, Wendy and Dave, as we share our highest joy excitement, just helping us all become the best versions of ourselves by releasing. By identifying beliefs that aren't serving us, and it's okay to be shown our limitations, so we can go like, no, not buying that one anymore. And
well, part of the kit of excitement brings forth the things that are the beliefs that you have keeping you from your excitement. So seeing those things appear, being made aware of those things that don't seem the greatest, is part of the package of following your highest excitement. That the things that are preventing you from doing all the wonderful things and exciting things you want to do, those things are going to be brought to your attention, so you could decide, well, do I want to buy into that? If I buy into that, I'm not getting to where I want to go. So you could choose, and then you take action based on that information.
And reminding myself, and as Dave reminds me too, when you're following your highest joy and excitement and you're with intuition and no insistence, the things you need to do, the things you want to do, will present themselves to you. But they can't present themselves to you until you move in that direction. It's not vibrationally possible. They can't. So in order to have the things that you need to do the things you want to do, you got to be in the vibration of moving toward the action of doing the things you want to do, to have the things you need to do the things you want to do. Because if you don't do it with that, you are not going to have the things you need to do, because you're preventing them from coming to you.
And the universe is always supporting you. And so all the things that are standing in your way are going to show themselves so you could get the thing you want.
And the seers in us, in following our intuition over the last couple of years, have brought us to this point today. So that seer, that was the me then and the Dave then, we knew that in order for us to be able to be where we are today, that we had to walk the talk. We had to do it when it wasn't there, if that makes sense. Like, you had to do it when the money's not there. That's the paradox that we all can't seem to get beyond those beliefs. That is the paradox, that you got to do it. I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have that. Well, that's the time when you got to act in the way that moves you toward that direction, you got to how am I saying this right? Yeah, to the best that you can.
As best as you can.
And even today, even the things that we're doing today, are they the exact way we want it, like later on? I still have that dream of that next carrot, but unless I move in the direction of that now with what I have, I won't be able to reach that. Or I don't want to say reach it. I won't be able to manifest that, because I won't be the vibration of it. I have got to be the vibration of it first. And this is, I think, what really awakening is, and being a conscious spirit is, and a conscious being, and ascension and consciousness is understanding that you're the one driving the frequential vibrational train here. So wow, this is what I love about impromptu readings, because I don't premeditate it. It was like, oh my God, I got to do it. I told Dave, I really want to do a video today for June. I want to start doing more and more oracle readings. And so it was like, just do it. He went to pick up food. Just do it now. all will be in perfect timing, and it's still hot. I know it is, and so we're going to go eat. So thank you, all of you, again for joining us. And you contain your own good fortune. Niato ves mesiato. Ejanatea shanokoyanda soposomasa paloa somotea anki shanoto. So it is a joy and honor once again to be with you today, and I hope this inspired you to follow your own intuition, your own inner guidance, and see beyond the current circumstance, and let it go. Let it go and allow the magic to happen. We love you. Bye, everybody. Happy June, wherever and whenever you are.
Oh, and stay tuned, because we've got all kinds of things happening in our gardening adventure to share.
All kinds of fun things. So, yep, and stay tuned for more oracles and more light languages and more garden stuff. So, yep, love you guys.